Welcome to this New Year's resolution flow. For this flow, you will need a block if you have one. If you don't have a block, you can use a stack of books as well. That works fine. Then take a seat in the middle of your mats. You can touch your thighs with your fingers to make some connection with your body today. Then place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Breathe in deeply through your nose. And exhale, sigh it out. And deep inhale. And exhale, open mouth, sigh. Feel yourself landing on your mats. And with your next inhale, take both of your hands up towards the sky. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. This is the time to set an intention, or feel free to use mine. My intention for this practice is to see if we can keep some softness to ourselves, to our mind, even if it's become a bit challenging. When we try to learn some new habits, it can be tough and it can be hard, but we are trying it. So can we keep that softness and a sense of proudness to this while we move to these new patterns? Alright, then let's start with a nice head roll. Roll your head slowly, 2 times in one direction. Really take your time with this. And then change your direction, the other side. Feel free to stay at a place that feels like it needs some extra attention. And then bring your head back towards the center. We're also going to make some spirals now with our upper body. So I want you to very slowly start circling your upper body in the right direction. First start with just your upper body and see if you can slowly make these circles bigger and bigger. That your arms and your head are also part of the movement. Make this your own. See how it feels. Exhales bring you back and inhales bring you forward. And then make the circle tinier and tinier until you come to stillness again. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And let's do the other side. So now make tiny rotations with your upper body towards the left side. Start very, very tiny and see what you can notice. How does this side feel? What do you feel in your spine, your back? And make it bigger and bigger. And then slowly, slowly make the circles tinier and smaller until you come back to the center again. Take a deep breath in here and exhale. And then come towards your hands and your knees, tabletop position. Find your stability and engage your core a little bit to really pull the belly button up towards your spine. Then extend your left leg and your right hand. Find your balance. Inhale and exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Inhale to stretch out. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Hold here. And then with your right hand, try to see if you can grab your left leg. If this is not possible, just stay in that balancing pose, and otherwise really open up your chest here. Look forward, push your foot into your hand. And then slowly, slowly release with control. And let's move on towards the other side. Extend your right leg and your left hand now. Find your balance. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Hold here. Find your balance. And then try to catch your right foot with your left hand. Open up the chest forward towards the sky to receive. Keep breathing. And then slowly, slowly let go and come for a second into a child's pose. Roll your spine forward, sink your hips low, bend your knees, look up. Exhale, bring your hips back to a child's pose. Make this fluent. Inhale, roll yourself forward, drop your hips, look up, bend your knees. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, come forward, hips low. And exhale, come to a downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Take a deep breath in your downward facing dog to find some stillness. And an exhale. On the next inhale, look forward, bend your knees and step forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly come up, raise your arms up, slight back bend. Exhale, dive forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back into a plank pose, bring your knees towards the floor, tilt your pelvis and bring your chest towards the floor. Inhale for a cobra, open your chest, and exhale back to the downward facing dog. Inhale here, and exhale, and then bend your knees and step forward. Halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise both of your arms up towards the sky, slight back bend, and exhale, dive forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway, and exhale, step back into a downward facing dog. Now your choice, knees up or down for a chaturanga. Inhale for an upward facing dog, lift your thighs off the floor, look up, and exhale, come with your chest towards the floor. Bring your hands toward the outside of your mat and inhale for a cobra. Exhale, chest towards the floor. Make a wave. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, chest towards the floor. Inhale, cobra. Feel that stretch in your spine. Hold here for a second. Exhale, lower your chest down. Place your hands next to your chest again and step back into your downward facing dog. Very good. Take a breath. And on your next inhale, lift your left leg up towards the sky. Bend your knees and start slowly circling that leg in one direction really to warm up that hip. Very good. Change direction if you like. And then extend your leg. Bring it forwards in between your hands. Lower your right knee. And move yourself a little bit from left to right. Feel the stretch in your hips. And on your next inhale, bring both of your hands up towards the sky. Hold here, sink your hips low. And on exhale, bring your left hand toward the left side and stretch your right hand towards that same side to feel a nice side stretch. Exhale there, and an inhale brings you back towards center, and an exhale, drop your right hand towards your calf. Lift your left arm up. This can be quite challenging, so see if you can find your balance. And then bring your hands forward, take your block with your right hand or your book, bend your back leg and try to catch it with your left arm. You can pulse here. If this is too much on your knees, you can place something underneath it, but we won't be here for very long. And try to gently stretch your quad. This is the beginning of the practice, so don't stretch too much. Then place both of your hands back towards your feet and step back into a plank. Inhale, chaturanga, knees up or down, upward facing dog, and back towards your downward facing dog. Take a breath. And on your next inhale, lift your right leg up this time. And let's make those juicy circles with our knees. Bend your knees. And slowly circle your knees. Then extend your leg and bring it forward in between your hands. Bring that left knee down and move a bit from left to right. These are tiny movements just to wake up this hip area. On your next inhale, you're going to bring both of your hands up towards the sky and sink low with your hips. Exhale, bring your right hand toward the right side and stretch your left arm over towards the right. Inhale. Exhale brings you back towards center. Bring your left arm towards your left calf and stretch back for a slight back bend. Find your balance. This is challenging. Can you put a smile on your face? This is so much fun. Very well. Place both of your hands to the front again and bend your back leg. We're going to pulse that back leg again, and your right hand can rest on a block or on some books. Same on this side, be gentle with your body. This is a deep quad stretch. And then place both of your hands next toward your feet and step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your thighs, look up. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. And inhale, lift your left leg up towards the sky, bend your knee and look over your right shoulder to your left foot. Then inhale, step it forward in between your hands, flip your back foot 60 to 90 degrees and rise up to your warrior two position. Sink low with your hips, hold here. Then your next inhale, lift your arms up, point your feet so that your toes are just a little bit outwards and sink your hips low towards a goddess pose. Really feel your legs working here. And then place both of your hands on your knees and dip your right shoulder towards the middle. Look towards the left. And then bring your left shoulder down and look towards the right. Stay low with your hips. Dip your right shoulder down and dip your left shoulder down. This should feel really nice in your spine. Then come up into that goddess pose again. Hold here. And then extend your legs. Point your feet so that they're parallel. Place your hands at your hips and fold forward into a forward fold. A wide-legged forward fold. Really feel the stretch in the back of your legs. You can keep a micro bend in your knees. Keep breathing. Relax your face. And inhale, halfway lift with your spine and walk towards the back of your mat. And step back into a downward facing dog. We're gonna go to the other side. Inhale, right leg lifts up towards the sky. Bend your knee, look towards your foot over your left shoulder. Exhale, bring your knee towards the front and put it in between your hands. Back foot twist 60 to 90 degrees and rise up, warrior two. Inhale here to sink low. Exhale to hold. And inhale, extend your legs, toes point slightly out, and sit low in your goddess pose again. Really try to press your legs towards the outside to feel your legs working. Very good. Now we're gonna make it a little bit more fun. So on your next inhale, you're gonna lift your right foot up on your toes, and then your left toes up. Lift your right and your left. Really feel those legs working. And then lift both. Very good. Hold here. Give yourself a smile. And release. Extend your legs. Point both of your feet towards the back so that they're straight. Interlace your hands behind your back and come in that wide-legged forward fold, but this time with your hands interlaced. I like to move sometimes a little bit from left to right with my upper body to really feel that nice, juicy shoulder stretch. And slowly, slowly release your arms back towards the floor. Inhale for a halfway lift and walk yourself towards the other side of your mat. And chaturanga this time. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Well done. Then on your next inhale, you're gonna bend your knees and step or hop forward into a forward fold. And then slowly, slowly roll yourself up towards your standing position. Shift all of your weight into your left leg and lift your right knee up towards your chest. Make some circles with your ankle in one direction and the other. And find your balance. With balancing poses, it can really help to focus on one point of concentration in front of you. We call this your drishti point. So try to focus. Buig vervolgens je been naar achter en breng je heel naar jezelf toe. Je kunt hier wat pulseren. Really press your hips forward. And if you want, you can lift up towards your dancer pose. Really find your balance here. Press your back leg into your right hand. Look forward. And you can either stay here, or if you want, you can you can put your left hand on the floor and lift up into your half moon bow. This is quite a challenging pose. You can put your left hand on a block or some books, stay in dancer, or try to find your balance on your left leg while standing up. Your choice. Then slowly, slowly move your legs back, put your feet as wide as your mats, and sink low into your Malasana Yogi squat. Well done. Take a breath. Really press your legs away. And then put your right hand down, lift your arm up for a nice stretch. Then change sides, left arm in front and right arm up towards the sky. Twist. And come back towards the center. Inhale here. And exhale. Put your hands in front and walk your feet back towards the middle. And slowly roll yourself up. We're gonna do the same on the other side. So move all of your weight to the right foot and lift your left leg towards your chest. Rotate that ankle and see if you can find your point of concentration. Then flip your leg back and try to pulse your feet towards your glutes with your left arm. And so you can either stay here, or if you want, you can lift up towards your dancer pose and really press your foot into your left hand. Lift your right arm up and find your balance. Well done. Can you relax your face here? Keep breathing. And the option for a half moon bow is there to put your right arm on the block or the floor. And then slowly, slowly, with control, place your left foot down, your feet as wide as your mat, to sink low in that Malasana Yogi squat. Really press your legs away with your elbows. Now there's an option to stay here, or there's an option for a bind. See what feels right in your body today. Place your right arm in front of you, your left hand raises up, and then try to make a bind with your hands if that's in your practice. Really look up towards the left side and open up that chest. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Other side, either stay in the middle or place your left hand in front of you, right arm lifts up towards the sky. Stay here, or the option for a bind. Really feel your chest opening up towards the right side. Deep breath in. And exhale, release your bind. Come back towards the center. Place your hands in front. Lift your hips up towards the sky. Forward folds. Hold here for a moment. And then step yourself back into a downward facing dog. We're going to take a spinal wave. So inhale, slowly come forward, drop your hips low, look up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your knees and lift your hips up and back. Again, inhale, roll yourself slowly forward, drop your hips, open your chest, look up. And then exhale, bend your knees, hips high and back. Well done. Then on your next inhale, you're gonna lift your right leg up towards the sky, bend your knees, and look over your left shoulder to your right foot. Extend it back and then bring your right knee to your right thumb. Your left foot is moving outside more towards the front, and extend your left leg back. Sink low with your hips. Either stay here, or when you're ready, you can start to walk your hands slowly forward for a sleeping pigeon. The more your foot is opening up, your right foot is opening up towards the front, the harder this is, and the closer your foot is, the easier. But feel where you can find your stretch for today. This is a quite intense pose, so keep breathing, relax your face. And here I'm going to give you some options as well. You can either stay in your sleeping pigeon or pigeon upright and work on that. Or you can try to work into your mermaids, where you're going to bend your back leg. I'm going to pulse it a few times. You can place something under your knee if that feels better. And then I'm going to hook my foot into my elbow. And then I'm going to try to catch my left hand with my right hand behind my head. I'm going to open my chest up towards the sky to come into full expression of mermaid. Try to see where you can find your challenge for today. It's okay if you fall out. Try to see if you can give yourself a smile. Try again. Breathing, and then slowly release. Place both of your hands in the mat and step back into your downward dog. Feel a nice stretch at the back of your legs. And let's do the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up, bend your knee, look over your right shoulder. Exhale, extend it back, and bring your left knee towards your left thumb. Open up your left foot towards the right and extend your back leg. Really make sure your hips are forward and not opening too much towards the side. This is a square hip position. Either stay here or walk yourself slowly forward for your sleeping pigeon. And try to release a bit deeper with every exhale. How does this side feel? Is it more tight, or can you stretch further? And so you can either stay in this sleeping pigeon again, upright, or work with me towards your mermaid pose. You're gonna place your left hand on a block or on some books and bend your right knee. Catch it with your right hand and try to pulse your feet a little bit closer towards your glute. You should feel a really nice stretch in your quad with this. And then on this side as well, you can try to hook your foot in your right elbow and try to catch your hand, your right hand, with your left hand behind your head. Maybe this side feels easier or more challenging. It's very rare that both sides are always exactly the same. And as you can see, for me, this side was a little bit more challenging. I kept falling out, but that's also fine, you know? I just try to focus on keeping my balance and stretching my right quad in that first position. So can you be gentle with yourself too? And then slowly release. Place both of your hands on the mat again and step back into your last downward facing dog of this practice. Well done. Take a deep breath in here. And with your exhale, bring your knees as wide as your mat and sink low into a child's pose. Try to relax your body, your belly is soft. You're done with the most challenging part, so this is the time for you to unwind. Then slowly lift your chest and twist your left arm under your right. And then slowly press into your right hand to lift your chest and switch arms. Extend your left arm forward and twist your right arm underneath your left. And you should feel a really nice, gentle twist in your shoulders. Try to slow your breathing and really relax in this pose. Then press into your left hand and slowly come up on your knees and make your way back to laying on your mat. And bring both of your knees in towards your chest. Move a little bit from left to right. And then grab the outside of your feet to come into your happy baby pose. You can find stillness or play around. I like to bend one knee and extend my other leg. And then switch sides. Really press those knees down. And then bring your feet together and open your knees wide for your Supta Varaganasana. Place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. And feel yourself relaxing more and more. You can either stay here for your Savasana or extend both of your legs and place your hands next towards your body. And I want to invite you to come back toward that intention in the beginning of the practice. New Year's resolutions, new behavior. When we try to set goals, it's important that we realize that it can be challenging, that we can fall back in towards our old patterns, and it's not going to work from the start. And yoga is an amazing way to really practice that. The first time you learn a new pose, you might not be able to do it, but the more you practice it, the easier it gets. And that's the same with your new behavior. But you have to keep in mind that you're trying and you can be proud of that. So can you keep the softness even if you fall out, even if it's challenging? Can you just come back towards it and try it again with a sense of calm and proudness that you're working towards your goals? Slowly start to wiggle your toes and your hands. And then stretch yourself out. Make yourself long. Take up space. And then slowly in your tempo, you can come up again towards one side. And then with closed eyes towards your seated position. Make some connection again with yourself. Feel how your body feels at the end of this practice. And on your next inhale, raise your arms up towards your sky. Exhale, bring your thumbs toward your third eye. Inhale, open your chest, lift your head up. Exhale, bow forward. Thank you so much for following this practice. I really hope you enjoyed it. And I'm wishing you a wonderful day. Namaste.